is one of my favorite songs, I think, on the album. It's actually one of the oldest. I wrote it several years ago. The song is sort of about the aftermath of a breakup. It's not about the breakup itself, it's about that feeling once it's all over that, you know, you don't quite have closure, that even though that other person who meant so much to you is no longer there, there's still this echo of what you used to have, or every little thing sort of reminds you of something from that relationship or that person.
One of the songs in the album is a song called Shadow. It's one of my favorite songs, and it's a song that has been on my computer in some form or another for years. And at first it was just a piano and vocal demo, and it sounded beautiful that way. Your shadow, when you took it all, you forgot your shadow.
That original demo had a big stack of a choir backing vocals singing harmonies and specific counter melodies, and that's something that I think is a thread throughout the entire album, is the presence of backing vocals and harmonics and vocal music, and I think that sort of stems from my a cappella and choir background.
The tricky thing with producing a song that already sounds great stripped down is you don't want to lose the magic of what it already had as a piano vocal or as a guitar and vocal. So definitely one of the tough things with producing Shadow was I didn't want it to lose the intimacy and the magic that it had as just a piano and vocal recording.
I really love how Kurt produced the final track because it somehow retains that really small, intimate feel that the original demo had. But at the same time, it's a very emotional song, and it lends itself to a sort of bigger orchestral, percussive thing. And I think the final track maintains that balance pretty well.
Definitely for Shadow, we wanted the video to be something that complemented the song. The song is longing, it's nostalgic, it's definitely emotional, and it has a little tug to it, and we want the video to have that same sort of emotional tug to it as well.
I knew I wanted the video for Shadow to be something a little more dark and a little more sort of symbolic, I guess. One thing that really appealed to me was including dance in some form in a lot of the videos from this album. And obviously, you know, the dancing in Make It Up is very different from the dancing in Gray Area, and so Shadow needed something appropriate. And I've always been a huge fan of lyric dance, and so it seemed perfect to include it in some form in this video. So we contacted a really talented director named Ross Ching to spearhead and direct the Shadow music video. And we like his work a lot because it's very conceptual, which is something that, especially in the medium of the internet, where you want things to be sort of intriguing and shareable and sort of lure you in, was really important. And so we met with him and discussed sort of the concept that we had and worked on it with him, and came up with the final idea for these shadow dancers.
The concept came from a piece of artwork that I found online where if you set up a light, you can create shadows that look like human figures out of just junk parts. And so I thought that was a really cool thing, and what if these shadows came alive and turned into something bigger? And so we have this pile of junk kind of come alive in the video.
Okay, I think we're good. Let's lock this off and take it.
It was so cool to see the dance come to life from, you know, just this track that I had sent over, and to see what the two performers had come up with was really incredible. That you know, this piece was sort of born out of the music that I had written. So I so enjoyed, you know, before we shot my stuff, I got to watch them do their whole dance a bunch of times in front of that green screen, and it was really cool. Sam, you know, actually, it's amazing. The dance is awesome. Just pushing on through the night. It's gonna be a late one.
Midnight now, and
the clock is ticking.
Yeah, 3 a.m. until, so it's supposed to be done around 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we'll see.
All right, gotta get some Diet Coke. My job that day on set was actually the easiest because my whole part in the music video is really just sitting there performing the song at the piano while all of the cool shadow stuff happens around me on the wall behind me. So yeah, my task was actually pretty simple. With a ballad like this, though, it was especially important that the performance, you know, wasn't just phoned in, that it really, every time I did it and they filmed it, I was sort of trying to tap into the meaning of the song, and obviously I wrote it, so that helps, but really sort of forgetting that there were cameras and everything all around, and just imagining I'm in this room alone performing this song and feeling the sort of the sadness and the melancholy that is inherent to the lyrics and everything, and really having a real moment beyond just playing this song at a piano.
Like